Moving. You ladies ready? All right. Let's roll down and work on our breath work to kind of calm our mind. Joseph Pilates said, squeeze every atom of air out of your lungs like you're wringing a dish towel. So we're going to put our hands on our ribs. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. And close those ribs. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. So remember, we're inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. We're opening the rib cage to the side on the inhale. And exhale, closing the rib cage. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Now slide your hands down to your hips. Let's talk about our neutral spine position, especially since we're going to be working with a lot of the back today. So we always want to work in what is known as a neutral spine or neutral pelvis. The spine has three natural curves. You have your neck spine, your thoracic or middle spine, and then your lumbar or lower back spine. And you always want to work with a little air underneath your back. Yet you pull the belly button up and underneath the rib cage to give your belly life and to keep your hips stable. Now to do this, I want you to take a breath. Let's go ahead and do that again. Inhale, open those ribs. Exhale, close the ribs. Now, as you exhale, pull the belly button up and under, and you engage those abdominal muscles. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. So yes, the belly button pulls down towards the spine, but you don't disrupt the position of the spine. And that's key to today's workout and all of Pilates exercises actually. Inhale, you stay very stable in your hips. And exhale. Now, just to give you an example of how we can move the spine, tip your pubic bone up towards the ceiling and notice how the lower back becomes flush against the mat. This is called a pelvic tilt position. You have no air underneath the back and you feel probably your buttocks and your hamstrings and your back working. Well, I want to teach you how to be less busy in the back because most people complain about their back saying it's weak, when in fact it's really your abdominals that are weak and the back is overworked. Here's a perfect example of how the back is engaged. Now, let's go the opposite direction and tip the pubic bone down to the floor. And notice again, here's some back strain right here. And now you got a big arch. Now come back to that neutral position. Nothing's really happening with the back, but let's go ahead to one more breath, ladies. Inhale. Now exhale, pull the abdominals up and underneath the rib cage and towards the spine, and now you've got activity in the belly. And that's how I want you to start each exercise today. So let's move on and do some footwork. It's called the Pilates footwork. The knees are directly over the hips. Yale's going to do the modified version, just meaning the legs are going to go up to the ceiling a little bit higher. Nicole and I are going to take our legs out in a 45-degree angle. Everybody, let's put our hands behind our head, curl our chin to our chest. Now the back will flatten, and that's okay, but give your belly some life. Lift the belly button, I'll say it again, to the spine. All right, and here we go. Our feet are in a Pilates position. And inhale those legs out, stretch them out, and exhale in. Inhale out, and exhale. Now work that belly as the exhale happens and the legs come in. Inhale, and exhale. We're only going to do 4. Inhale, and exhale. Now, knees are parallel, toes touch, point. This is called bird's feet. Inhale out, and exhale in. Inhale out and exhale in. 2 more. Inhale out and exhale in. Last one. Inhale out and exhale in. Now flex, toes close to the nose, and push through those heels like you're pushing through thick molasses. Now don't let that back off the mat. Exhale, use that belly. Inhale. So you want hip stability, and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Now take those legs out, all the way out. Now you're going to point the toes, flex the toes, point the toes, use your abs, flex, point, flex, last one, point, and flex. Bring the knees in. Oh, very nice work. Now let's go right up into 100. You know what to do. Inhale, lift the chin to the chest, lift those arms, straighten those legs, and here we go. Now don't forget, Yal is modifying the 100 with a bent knee version. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 4 more, exhale, 3 more, exhale, 2 more, exhale, last one, exhale, bring the knees in, and don't go away. We've got plenty of back work when we come back. And a strong back. Let's move into our roll up. This is an exercise that we all know so well. Our legs are in a Pilates V. Just roll yourself all the way back to your mat. Again, Yal's going to be doing the modified version with the bent knees as she rolls up, and then she'll straighten her legs. If you get stuck, you can always grab those thighs on the way up too. Nicole and I are going to do it up to full speed ahead. Here we go. Fingertips up to the ceiling, or you could take the fingertips behind you as long as you can scoop out those abs. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, peel the spine off. Inhale, scoop the belly out, and roll it down. One bone at a time. Let's do that again. Inhale. So we're still technically in the warm-up phase. Warming up the spine. Exhale, using the belly. Remember I said earlier, we're going to be very active in our belly and less active in our spine. Inhale. Exhale, rolling it down. Let's do 2 more. Peel the spine up. Exhale, scoop out those abs. See how skinny you can get. Navel to spine the whole time. Exhale. And this is our last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Take your right leg up. Nicole, grab your strap. If you have a strap at home, grab one. Otherwise, follow along with Yal and I, and I'm going to be stretching Yal. So, back issues usually stem for a couple of reasons. One are your hamstrings. Tight hamstrings attach and play on the pelvis. This pelvis right here is this whole lower part of your body, and actually it connects your legs to your core or to your torso. So the thing that's interesting about Yal is that you can't tell, but she's got scoliosis and she's got a rod in her back, so she's very straight. So it's important for her to keep her hamstrings flexible, her back strong, right? And her belly even stronger. So I've been working with her for about 3 years. She's pretty amazing. She's actually pretty advanced. And I'm going to make sure her hips are in alignment. Remember our neutral spine. And then I'm going to take her leg up and we're going to do the toes close to the nose. There you go, honey. How's that feel? So she's actually much more flexible than this. I mean, you wouldn't know it, but I can probably lower her leg all the way behind her head, but that's not the goal. The goal is to feel the stretch from where the hamstrings originate, right on the butt bone. How you doing, Nicole? Good. That looks nice, honey. And you definitely, when we stretch the hamstrings, you stretch them as a group. Sometimes this is all you have time for, and that's okay. This is getting the majority of hamstrings. But if you can turn the heel in just a little bit, drop the hip down, and bring the leg towards the midline of the body, you're going to feel this on the outside of your hip, right? And this is a big hamstring. It's called your bicep femoris, but it is a big muscle mover. I mean, this is basically one of the hamstrings that really move your body. And it gets tight too. Good. Turn your foot the other way, Nicole. And the heel towards the midline of the body. Yeah, you feel that now? Yeah, so that's right across that outer hip. And Yale's shaking a little bit here because you may have a little discomfort. What I don't want is popping or electrified, or what else do I say? Burning, no burning behind the knee or anything like that. A little discomfort's okay. Now, I'm going to take her leg. Now we're going for deeper hamstrings. I'll just spare you the names, but they are a group and you want to stretch them. You have 3 of them and you want to stretch all of them. Now this one, if you're tight, you can bend the knee, kind of bend your knee and just hold on, if with a towel or something like that. Of course, I'm stretching her, but I know you have a towel at home and you can use a towel. So here we are, stretching the hamstrings in all 3 of their natural directions. And then we're going to come up and just give yourself a little big hug, nice little hug, to kind of stretch out the hip flexor. Now we want to stretch all the muscles that play on the pelvis. Quads, these are your hip flexors. These are big muscles that literally hold your legs to your torso or connect them. So they get tight and overworked. Good. Now let's move into our leg circles, hands by your side. Good. Hips are even. And I'm going to bend Yale's bottom leg just to show a modified version. And we're going to toes across and exhale around 1. Let's do it again. Inhale and exhale 2. Inhale and exhale 3. Nice. Inhale, exhale 4. And 5. Reverse the directions. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Good. Bring that leg down. Let's bring the other leg up and let's stretch the other side. Now, what you do to one side, you've got to do the other, especially if you want to be balanced in your body. And we're always the ultimate goal is to keep your back healthy. And I have to say that probably this is the best stretch, one of the best stretches for that. Inhale, exhale, inhale. I like to do it 3 times, exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Now turn your heel in towards the midline of the body. Good, and now you feel that on that outer hip. Practice your Pilates breath in this position. And now you can bring the toes away. And of course, don't go away. We've got to finish up with our leg circles. And awesome abs. But first, let's do our leg circles. On the left side, you ladies ready? Here we go. The legs will go up. Yale's going to be doing the bent knee version for our first timers. Inhale, exhale, and circle 1. Inhale and exhale, circle 2. And exhale, circle 3. Exhale, circle 4. And 5. Now reverse it. Inhale and exhale up. 1. And exhale up. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Legs down, heels together. We roll up to our next exercise, which is rolling like a ball. Inhale, exhale. All right, so you remember earlier I mentioned that Yale has scoliosis and has a rod in her back. Well, for anybody else at home that has scoliosis, it's not a great idea for you to roll. So please watch Yale as she does her rolling like a ball. She's just going to hold the back of her legs and really focus on her breath work. Bring in the belly button to the spine, getting active in your belly. Nicole and I, on the other hand, Nicole's going to do the modified version with the hands behind the thighs, and I'm going to do our regular version up to speed. Heels into the buttocks. Everybody will look down. And here we go. Inhale back, exhale up. more. And hold. All right, now we're off to better abs now with our single leg stretch, double leg stretch, the fives. So on our back, again, Yael's going to do the modified version with her hands behind her head. Her legs will go a little bit straighter up to the ceiling. For my beginners, Nicole and I are going to go ahead and do our regular straight leg stretch. So the left leg is lengthened, the right knee is in, left hand on the right knee, right hand on the shins, elbows out, lift the chin to the chest, and here we go. Inhale, inhale. Remember, it's sniff, sniff, blow, blow. 2 more. Last one. Both knees in and hold. Double leg stretch. Inhale those arms and legs out. Moving right into that, circle those arms and hug your knees. Again, please follow along with Yael as she does the modified version with those hands behind her head the whole time. Inhale out and exhale. Belly to the spine. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Now we're going to move into our scissors. Yael's going to do just a bent knee scissor. Nicole and I will take our legs up, hands behind our right thigh, curl up a little bit more. And here we go. Inhale, inhale, straight legs. Exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one. And both legs up and hold. Now, just roll yourself up. Grab your block if you have one. If you don't have a block, you can use a towel or something along those lines. But I want you to put it between your between your knees to activate your thighs. And we're going to do our toe dips. So normally we have double legs moving up and down, but today we're just going to do a bent knee version. And I really want you to get in touch with the stabilizing muscles of the spine or your lower belly. So hands behind your head. Lift the chin to the chest. Dip the toes down into the water. Don't move. And exhale. Now see if you can really feel this from your hip bone to hip bone as the legs go away. And exhale. Sink the belly button to the spine. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. I lied. I love this one so much. Inhale down. And exhale and hold. Good. Take the block out. Now we're going to go into a regular crisscross. Yael's just going to move her elbows to her knees and keep those legs exactly where they are for the modified version. Nicole and I are going to lengthen our left leg out. We're going to move our left elbow to our right knee, and we're going to look behind us with an inhale. Now we're going to switch and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. And rest for a second. Make a diamond with your legs. Roll yourself up. We're all going to do the spine stretch. Now, we've been talking about our back. If you feel like the pelvis is tipped under because your hamstrings are tight, you can bend those knees, all right? Or you can sit on top of a block to give you the height. If you want your shoulders over your hip bones the whole time. Bring those arms up. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale. Now, scoop the belly out. This is a perfect example, inhale up, of getting busy in the belly and less active in the back. And exhale. The belly stretches the spine. Inhale up and exhale down. 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 Inhale up. Now don't go away. We still have plenty more ab and back moves for you. And exhale. on improving our posture by strengthening our abs and our back. Now we've been working our abs, so now we got to flip around and work the back. But also we can stretch our abs too with swan. So let's get on our belly. Now again, if you're just joining me, Yael is going to be doing the modified version, which basically means the legs are going to be open a little bit wider. Nicole and I are going to close our legs. Our hands are directly underneath our shoulders. Elbows are back and down. Remember, we want length in the neck, and we want pits to hips. Once again, pits to hips. So you drop those shoulders down. Now you're going to press your palms of your hands into the mat, and that'll help lift your chest up. Look at the top of your mat and exhale down. So this is actually a nice stretch for the belly, especially after all that work we did. Now I'm not moving my head very much, and that's because I don't want a lot of movement in my head. My head's basically an extension of my spine. Inhale up. So I don't want to haphazardly throw my head around. I want to keep it in line with my spine the whole time. Now we're going to try our rocking. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Let's just do 2 more. So we're working our upper back muscles, and sit back and rest in a child's pose. All right, move into your sexy cat to get back on your belly. And we're going to try an exercise. It's my little invention. I call it Froggy. Call it a Karenism, and I'm going to demonstrate it on Nicole. But you go ahead and get in your back position, on your belly. We're going to work the back muscles. They are your spinal erectors and a deep stabilizing muscle called your multifidus. And I've talked about core strength before in other classes. Remember, core strength, your belly and your back and your pelvic floors. Well, this exercise really focuses on the multifidus and all the back muscles that run up and down the spine. All right, so I'm going to have Nicole activate her hiney just a little bit. Press the pubic bone and the 2 hip bones into the mat. Her upper back is relaxed, and she's just kind of hanging out for the ride there. And I'm going to pretend like I'm putting a dime in between your 2 heels. Yeah, she's squeezing my finger. And keep that squeeze on and hold that. Now when she squeezes my finger, that is actually working her back muscles. Easy. This is a great exercise for everybody. And release. And I like to do this maybe 5 times. Squeeze, hold for 10 seconds. And you feel actually a nice opening across the back. Do you feel that? Yael knows I love this one. We do it in class all the time. Now, it's not part of the classic Pilates system. However, it's a great exercise for anybody that has a little lower back issues, or someone like Yael who has scoliosis. And do it again. Squeeze. Good. And one more. So this is a great back strengthener. And release. Now, straighten those legs out. Now we're going a little bit deeper. Keep your head exactly where it is. Now, she's still firming up the fanny, the hamstrings, the pubic bone, and the hip bones are pressed into the mat. We got the whole thing going on. Now, firm up the fanny and lift your leg. Good. So here, now you feel a little bit more pressure up the back. So now you're working the spinal erectors. Those are all your muscles up the back. Your multifidus lies deep along the spine and lower down. And let's do 2 more. Inhale up. Good. And exhale down. Nice. So one more time. Inhale up. We're going to hold this. So what does this look like to you guys? I know you've done it before. My favorite exercise, those beats on the belly, right? And lower down. Okay, I lied. We need 1 more. Just 1 more. Good. Try to stay not so busy in your upper back, but maybe activate that lower back. And lower down. Now don't go away. We still have plenty more Pilates when you return. It's called shoulder bridge. And here's why. Lie down and I'll tell you. So the shoulder bridge works your abdominal and your back muscles at the same time. So we want to set this up correctly. So I want you to touch your heels and then just place your heels down right where your fingers were. So there should be even with your butt bones. Hands by your side. Now, remember I said I want you to be less busy in your back and active in your belly. So now engage your belly button by pulling it up and underneath your rib cage, and then go into a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So now you feel your hamstrings in your butt, and peel the spine up off the mat one bone at a time so your hips are lifted. Now while you're up here, you want your pubic bone and your breastbone to be in one nice straight line, and your booty active and your hamstrings active, hands by your side. And now roll it down one bone at a time. And we're going to do that a couple of times. So, engage your abs, belly button up underneath the ribs, and pelvic tilt, peel the bones up, and come on up, and lower down. It's a great core strength exercise. And last one, inhale, up, and we're going to hold this one for a second, and then lower down. And great. So we just worked our abs and our back. Now let's go back to our abdominals using our block. So go ahead and put your block between your knees. Again, if you're just joining me, Yael's doing the same exact exercise without the block. Now you want to really hold on to the block so this way you feel your inner thighs engaged and your pelvic floors. Remember, the pelvic floors are the muscles from the pubic bone to the tailbone, and they are part of your torso muscles. Bring your hands behind your head, and you're going to dip the toes in the water. So as the toes dip down, maintain that neutral spine, exhale, and you want to feel this from hip bone to hip bone, from pubic bone to tailbone. That is your lower abs, guys. And yes, I'm shaking. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Right across here. Your transverse is the muscle of your abdominal that stabilizes your spine. And exhale. It's a very important muscle. Let's do 5 more. Inhale for good posture. And of course, good back health. Inhale down and exhale up. And exhale up. 2 more. Inhale down and exhale up. Last one. Inhale down and exhale up. Whew, I think we need a rest for a second. Bring your knees to your chest. How'd that feel, girls? Oh, and now we're going to try our oblique twist. Same thing, we're going to put the block between our knees, and that's to create the hip stability. That's basically why I'm asking you to use this block, to create the hip stability and have no movement in your back. All right, lift the chin to the chest, squeeze that block, hands behind your head again. Now squeeze the block really hard and move your left elbow to your right knee. And then come back center and the opposite side. And come back center. And come back center. Other side. And come back center. Let's do one more set. And last one. Oh, I lied. We need to do a couple more. Let's do a couple more. Just engage those abs a little bit more. Last one. I promise. I promise. And exhale and take the block out and rest for a second. Don't go away. We still have more moves for you. They'll keep you standing tall. And give you a strong abs and back. So let's go ahead. We'll move on to our belly again. We've been here before. We've done froggy, and we're going to do it again. And here's why. Because we want to build strength in our back. Head down, pubic bone and your hip bones into the mat. You're going to bend your legs and put a dime between your heels. Now, I've asked you to try to be more active in your belly and less active in your back. So lift the belly button up to the spine. Give your belly a little life and just squeeze that dime, and you may feel a nice opening across the lower back. We're actually working a lot of the lower back muscles, and release. And do it again. Squeeze and release. I know this seems like a simple exercise, and it is. Everybody can do it, but it's really a good one for your deep stabilizing muscles of the spine. Squeeze again. And release. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Just breathe normally. And release. Again. And release. Good. Now go ahead and straighten the legs. We've been here before. This is extension of the hip, working the back muscles. We're going to lift the right leg up, and now we're going to lift the left leg up, and we're going to hold both legs up. Now you may feel this more up the spine, working a different group of muscles in your back, and lower down, which is important. You want to engage a variety of back muscles to have a healthy back. And lower down. And now we'll do that again. Remember our basic principles of extension. Firm up the fanny, hamstrings, pubic bone and hip bones are flush with the mat. And lower down. Good. And just kind of bend your knees and just move them from side to side. I call these windshield wiper legs, just to kind of cool off the back a little bit. So any of these exercises that I'm doing today can be done every day, honestly, especially the abs and the back work. Maybe after your cardio workout at home, whatever. But don't skip out on them if you want a healthy back. And now straighten those legs. Now we're going to straighten our arms. Now we're going to add a little bit more load for the back. We're going to lift the left leg up and the right arm. And now the back is working a crosswise or cross extension, all the back muscles, and lower down. And now let's do that again. The right leg lifts, the left arm lifts. Keep your head down. And lower down. And do it again. And lower down. And another set. And lower down. Last one, I promise. Really want to get that back good today. And exhale down. And lift. And lower down. Good. Sit back and rest in a child's pose. All right. So we've been talking about the hamstrings, and now we're going to have to flip around and stretch our quads and our hip flexors. We're going to put the block forward on our mat, horizontal, and we're just going to step over the block, and we're going to get into a runner's stretch position. And now, to deepen the stretch, I'm going to put the back of my left leg on the block and let the hips just melt. Now, I'm stretching this front part right here. That's your hip flexor. It is a big muscle that literally goes through your hips and attaches onto your spine. So, when it's tight, then your back hurts. So we want to get this nice and loose, like the hamstrings. Now, if this is pretty easy for you and you feel like you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can bring your hands up to your thigh. And now come out of it, and let's go ahead and do the other leg. Oops. Gotta hold on to your block. Sometimes it'll get away from you. And make sure your hips are nice and even. Your head is tall and long. And you can come up if you need a little bit more. Up next, we'll wrap up our workout. Stay tuned. Achieving a healthy back by strengthening our abs. Our next move strengthens our abs and our back at the same time. It's called a plank. Are you ready, girls? So, yeah, we'll be doing the modified plank, which will be on her knees for those of you first-timers out there. And then Nicole and I are going to take our planks up, and we're going to try to hold them for a little bit to get our abdominals and our back engaged. So, scoochie forward, put your elbows underneath your shoulders, roll your toes under, and up you go. Lift those hips. Now, the belly is life. Lift the belly button up towards the spine and lengthen your head and drop those shoulders back. Now, a little extra oomph will come from your inner thighs and those pelvic floors. Keep on lifting the belly button up towards the spine so you don't feel this in your lower back. Open those knees, sit back and rest in a child's pose for a second. They say if you can hold your plank for a minute, then you've got good core strength. So we're not going to hold it for a minute, but that's a goal for you at home. All right, here we go. Let's do another one. In our plank position, again, elbows directly underneath our shoulders. You can place your hands down, lift the belly button up to the spine, give your butt a little life, and drop those heels back just a little bit. And sit back and rest in a child's pose. Okay, third time's the charm. I like to do these planks 3 times. And here we go, a little bit longer this time. So, when your abdominals and your back muscles are strong, well then you probably, I will say probably, will have less back pain or good posture or anything along that combination. And sit back and rest in a child's pose. Good job. So if you felt those planks in your back, you can do one of 2 things. You can go to your knees, or you can do them for less time. But the idea is to really build up your strength so you can hold it for 30 seconds, maybe start 15, 30, and then go to your minute. All right, you ready for our seal? It's our closing exercise, and everybody at home has got to bark. Slide your patootie up to the top of your mat, dive into your legs. Now remember, Nicole and I will be doing the full seal, and Yal is just going to join us with her claps. And here we go. Inhale, back, and exhale, up, clap. I don't hear you, girls. Inhale, back, and exhale, up. Inhale, back, and exhale, up. We do 2 more. And now, here's our last one, and we come to a standing position on this one, all the way up. Very nice. Walk back to the back of your mat. We still have push-ups. Believe it or not, push-ups will help with your posture because as you enhance your upper body strength, you'll keep those shoulders up and back and down. And walk it down. Here we go. Walk it down. 1 and 2 and 3. Out. 2 and 3. Again, follow along with Yal as she does the modified version. Here we go, Nicole. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Inhale down and exhale up. Walk it in. 2, 3. Use your belly to come up. 1, 2, and 3. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. And bend those elbows down. So the elbows are going back towards your heels. So you're working the back of the arms as well. Those muscles are called your triceps. And up. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. And push up. 1. Push up. 2. Push up. 3. Walk it in. 1, 2, 3. Up. 2. and 3. Oh, very nice job. Stand with your heels together. Let's do a couple arm circles to kind of cool off our shoulders. So abs engaged. Inhale up. Exhale. Again, inhale up. Stand on your toes. Walk away with grace. Congratulations. You've just followed the natural path to a healthy back. You'll hold your head a little higher and walk a bit taller and have abs to die for. Remember, it's not a race to the finish line. It's about having a healthy body. See you next time.